Every bit of energy Luo Feng possessed contained potent spirituality and his spiritual will. Even when unleashing the Origin Great Destruction, he could still reclaim 20% of his energy reserve. I was lucky to win this time. Luo Feng, clad in a blood-red robe, reflected on the previous battle and had to admit that the third sculpture had comprehensively surpassed his current self. According to the ancestors of the endless primordial space, reaching such a level, they would already be undying and immortal. No matter how much he utilized the Origin Great Destruction, it posed no threat. It's because the 7 sculptures were a test. They all had the energy core as a weakness, giving him the slim chance of victory. My blade technique still cannot match the power of Origin Great Destruction. There's a significant difference, Luo Feng thought. With his blade technique, Luo Feng was on the same level as Starlight and Shuo Zhou. But a move of the Origin Great Destruction's level could heavily injure the 3 giant god emperors and over 20 ancestors. This move caused chaos in the innate primordial camp's army, ultimately deciding to cease fighting. This time, Luo Feng again relied on this move to narrowly defeat the third sculpture. Sadly, once such a move is seen, it won't foolishly work again. So, Luo Feng took a step forward, approaching the Mountain of Destruction, and reached out to touch it once more. This time the touch again underwent hatred, killing intent, and numerous scenarios impacting his soul, which made Luo Feng's expression colder. After enduring the impact, he sensed the destruction fruit, treasures, and other information. Now I can obtain 3 destruction fruits and can exchange them for other treasures. Treasures exchanged for 3 destruction fruits. Are such treasures even exchangeable? Luo Feng was quite surprised. 1 destruction fruit can make a life core evolve in a destruction direction to a certain extent, or it can be exchanged for a treasure on the level of Khufu's battle armor. Treasures exchanged for 3 destruction fruits undergo a qualitative change, enough to excite any ancestor or lord. Of the treasures exchangeable, there are 6 in total. Choose any one of them. A seed, a stone, a drop of water, a cluster of flame, a blob of golden liquid, a ray of colored light. These 6 treasures are mysterious lands yet to grow, considered in their embryonic form. The reason they haven't matured is that they each only nurture 1 type of highest level power. That seed, in Luo Feng's perception, had an endless, intense vitality and toughness. It contained a kind of supreme life power. That stone was extremely stable and immovable. It contained some supreme defensive power. The latter corresponded to water, fire, matter, and light types of highest level power. These 6 treasures, though undergoing gestation in the endless primordial space, haven't grown into true mysterious lands. But in their most primitive form, they can be refined and carried around. Luo Feng understood this from the sensed information. A formed mysterious land, even a relatively ordinary one like the Blood Crane territory, is enormous. It took Luo Feng 10 eras to move it from its original position to beside the Origin continent, Origin world. Some particularly massive ones cannot be moved. This embryonic form mysterious land, however, can be carried around with no burden. A formed mysterious land, even if refined and controlled, only all its power can be utilized within its boundaries. Once outside, only partial strength can be borrowed from afar, increasing one's power by 30% at best. But this embryonic form, since it can merge into the body and be carried around, allows full power utilization. Even if only nurturing 1 type of highest level power, once all power can be borrowed, it is still greatly beneficial to oneself. Because it's borrowed, there isn't deep research into this power, unlike those ancestors who delve into a type of supreme power for their whole lives. It is estimated that 70 or 60% of the power can be exerted. If I were to choose, I would definitely pick the one that aligns with life and destruction more closely. My defensive ability is already strong enough, so I definitely prefer the one strong in offensive capabilities. The latter 3 treasures would all be helpful to me. The Supreme Flame, paired with life and destruction, will surely enhance destructive power. The golden liquid, flowing like a sharp blade, seems like a natural weapon. It contains a kind of highest level matter power, which is also beneficial to me. The key is that in terms of enlightenment, beyond life and destruction, my third best area is the Tao of Matter. Of course, comprehending the Tao of Matter is hundreds of millions of times more challenging than life and destruction. The ray of colored light contains some light power. Once mastered, I will possess the ubiquitous ability. The blade technique will be omnipresent, and it should have the same certain hit ability as Ming Huang. The blade power could also increase. In terms of power enhancement, the ray of colored light should help the most. But from a long-term perspective, from the angle of enlightenment, the golden liquid suits better. Luo Feng thought for a moment. No rush. Once I create the primordial blade path, perhaps I can try to defeat the fourth sculpture. By then, obtaining another destruction fruit should allow for better treasures. Luo Feng contemplated for a while, then looked toward the fourth sculpture. It was a giant cube composed of 125 smaller cubes. It should be much stronger than the third sculpture. I expect I would lose quite badly, Luo Feng predicted, but still walked towards these sculptures. While researching treasure information, his body had already returned to the pinnacle state.